Hey friends, thanks for joining me today. I'm Mama Caleb, and today I am crocheting some little tiny dresses, and I thought I would share with you how I'm doing that. So these little 3 dolls right here are little 4-inch Dollar Tree dolls. They came with some furniture, and that's the reason why I purchased them, was because I was wanting the furniture. I was thinking I was just going to throw the little dolls away because I was after the furniture and the dolls were, not cute. This is the way the dolls came. They have on this little plastic. They come in this little plastic paper dress thing. So I was thinking I just chunk that. But then whenever I started to throw it away, I tore this off and I was like, I could make a little dress for this doll. And so that's what I did. I made these little 3 dresses, and I just tied some yarn in the hair, and I thought they turned out really cute. And so I've been making some more of these dresses. Okay, so I'm going to show you today how to make this dress. And also this same dress will fit the Chelsea Barbie doll. She is 6 inches tall, and all we need to do is add a couple rows in the center for her waist length, because she is taller than them. And I will tell you in the video where to add that in. So we're going to get started making these little dresses, and I'm just going to push these up out of the way. I am using my 3.75 millimeter hook, and I am just using regular 4-weight yarn. It doesn't matter the brand. But to make this dress, I'm using the 3.75 and a 4-weight yarn. Okay, so I'm going to make a slip knot. I'm going to try to lower my camera just a little bit. Okay. Now I'm going to chain 11. And 11. So there's my little chain of 11. Alright, so follow along with me. Not this first stitch right here that this is coming out of, not that first chain. The next chain, which is the second chain, we're going to put a single crochet. Okay, in the next chain space, we're going to do a single crochet. And then we're going to chain 2. Now back into that same stitch with that other single crochet, we're going to put another single crochet. Okay? And in the next stitch, we're going to do a single crochet. All right, in the next stitch, we're putting a single crochet. We're going to chain 2, and in that same stitch we're going to put another single crochet. Alright, in the next stitch we are going to put a single crochet, and in the next stitch a single crochet. Alright, in the next stitch we put a single crochet, chain 2, and in that same stitch put another single crochet. So in that same stitch is single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. Alright, in the next stitch we will single crochet, and in the next stitch we're going to single crochet, chain 2, and single crochet back into that same stitch. And we should have 1 stitch left over there, and we're going to single crochet. Alright, so let's just lay our work down and see what we have here. We have this little square that's split, and has a hole in the center. This is our tail. We're just gonna pretend it's not really there. Alright, and that's what we have. It's this little square. Okay, so for row 2, we're going to chain 1, turn our work. Into this very first stitch there, we're going to put a single crochet. Alright, in the next stitch, single crochet. Now we're to our chain 2 space where we did a single crochet, chain 2, and then single crochet. We're in that chain 2 opening. We're going to put a single crochet, chain 2, and single crochet back into that same space. Okay, now in the next stitch we're going to single crochet, the next stitch single crochet, and then in the next stitch put another single crochet, and that brings us to our next chain 2 space. So in that space we put a single crochet, chain 2, and a single crochet. Alright, in the next stitch, single crochet, in the next stitch, another single crochet, and single crochet in the next, and then again in the next stitch a single crochet. Now we're back to a chain 2 space, so we're going to single crochet, chain 2, and single crochet, all in that same chain space. Now in the next stitch we're going to single crochet, again in the next single crochet, and then one more time in the next stitch single crochet. And now we're back at a chain 2 space, so we're going to single crochet, chain 2, and single crochet in that same space. Now we got 2 more stitches here. We're going to single crochet in both of those stitches. There's one, and in the very last, make sure you pick up both strands of yarn there, not strands but loops, and single crochet. So that's what we have now. Alright, so this is our 3rd row, and on this row we're going to connect our arms to make the armholes. So we chained 1 and turned our work, and in the very first stitch we single crochet, single crochet in the next, and single crochet in the next. So that's 3 single crochets. Now we're at the chain 2 space, and we're going to single crochet into that space. Now we're going to fold our work, skip all these stitches, and over here we have that chain 2 space also. We're going to put our hook in from the back there into that chain 2 space, and we're going to single crochet. Alright, and that connects and makes our armhole. Now coming across the front here, we're going to jump to the next stitch and single crochet, and single crochet in the next stitch, and in the next stitch gets a single crochet, and the next stitch, and then we have one more little stitch right there, put a single crochet, and we're back to the chain 2 space over here. So we're going to single crochet, then we're going to fold just like that and go into this single crochet. So we skipped these stitches and go in from the back there and single crochet. Alright, now we just have a couple more stitches right here, and we're going to single crochet, single crochet, and the single crochet in the last. Okay, so that's what we have now. Our work has folded over. We have an armhole there and an armhole here. So for the next row, this is row 4, we're going to chain 1, turn our work, and single crochet into that first stitch. And so and just continue to single crochet. What we're going to do on this row is single crochet in every stitch. And we'll get to the arm part and we just single crochet in those stitches. Oops, I think I only went in one loop. And make sure you get both loops there. Okay. Okay. So we're just single crocheting all the way across. Okay, so this is finishing row 4. Now you can connect your dress at this point and work in the round, or you can continue to go back and forth. I'm going to go back and forth, but feel free to connect your dress if you want to. I was thinking about whether I wanted to connect or not. Okay, I guess I'll connect mine. You can connect or you can leave it open. Okay, so I'm going to slip stitch into that first stitch over here. There we go. And I'm going to chain 1 and then put a single crochet in that same stitch. So that's the first single crochet of this row. And if you want to, you can put a stitch marker there so you can keep up with your first single crochet. Sometimes it's hard for me to see small stitches, and so a stitch marker is very helpful. And that way also you don't confuse it with your chain 1 that you did. Okay. Not chain, but where you slip stitched and, chain 1. Okay, so in this round, we already single crocheted 1. We're going to single crochet 1 more, and then in the third one, the third stitch, we're going to increase and put 2 single crochets in the same stitch. And then we're going to do 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, and then we're going to do 2 single crochets. In the next stitch, we do 1 single crochet. In the next stitch, 1 single crochet. And then in the next stitch, we're going to do 2 single crochets. And then the next stitch, we're going to do 1 single crochet. 1 more single crochet in the next. And then the next stitch, we're doing an increase, which is 2 single crochets. And then we're going to do 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet in the next, and then in the next stitch we're going to put 2 single crochets. Then we have 1 stitch left over, and we're just going to put 1 single crochet. Alright, and then we can connect to our first single crochet on the other side. So we're going to slip stitch into that. Okay, I totally forgot to say before this round, if you're making your dress for a taller doll, after we did round 4, we just single crocheted all the way around. You could put another 2 or 3 rows of that one in, just single crocheting all the way around, if you wanted to lengthen your dress before you start this increase row. Okay, for the next row, I'm going to chain 1, we slip stitched in, chain 1, and then I'm going to single crochet. And this round we're going to increase again, but this time we did 1 single crochet, and then we will increase in the next, and that's 2 single crochets in the same stitch. Okay, and then in the next stitch, 1 single crochet. In the next stitch we increase, so we'll put 2 single crochets. Okay, in the next stitch, 1 single crochet. In the next stitch we're going to put 2 single crochets. And then the next we put 1 single crochet. And the next we put 2 single crochets. 1 single crochet, and then 2 single crochets. That's what we're repeating all the way around. One, so I'll put increase in this one. Okay, these dresses will fit any little small doll, and they also possibly will fit your smaller calico critters, not the mama doll, but the big sister. Okay, so now we're at our last stitch, and we need to connect over. So I'm going to take my stitch marker out and slip stitch into that first stitch. Okay, and that's what we have so far for our little dress. Now we're going to do another row. We're going to chain 1, single crochet back into that same stitch that we slip stitched in and chained 1 in. I'm going to put my stitch marker there. And this row we're going to single crochet in every stitch all the way around. Just single crochet in to complete this round, and this is the last round. Unless you wanted to make yours a little longer, you could put another round, and you also could have lengthened the waist under the arms. Okay, we're almost to the end. So I'm going to put my last couple of single crochets there. This is the last one, and I'm going to join right here. Okay, and that is my dress. So I'm going to snip my yarn. And tie it off. And then I'm going to get my tapestry needle and just kind of weave this in somewhere right here. Well, I'm having a little trouble there. Alright, that's good enough for me. I'm going to snip my yarn off. And then we still have this tail up here at the neck. And I'm going to do the same thing, just weave that in real quick. And I'm not doing a super job of weaving it in, I'm just trying to get it tucked in somewhere. Well, I can't. And I'm going to snip that off too. Alright, so now I'm going to pull back my little Dollar Tree doll. And I'm just going to cut this little plastic paper dress off of her. And now, I can just slip her in this little dress. I'm going to try to pull the camera up a little bit, sorry. And put her little arms in the armholes. And there she goes. And I'm going to tie a piece of yarn in her hair to make a bow. Okay, so for these dresses right here, I did not connect them. And I just put a little tiny strip of hot glue right there and then just glued these dresses on because I don't plan on taking these off and changing clothes. That's their clothes forever. And so on her, I was going to do that, but then I decided to go ahead and join it so the bottom part of the skirt is made. So I'm just going to put a dab of hot glue and push it to the side right there, and that will be on her. And then I'm just going to take a piece of yarn